What is up, fam? What is up, beautiful people? This week, we're going to be talking about the questions that you ask of your life. Because of course, as we all know, the better our questions are, the better the answers are going to be. And when we're talking about our lives, when we're talking about our health, our mental health, our spirituality, these subtle differences that we're going to go over, and the questions that you ask following incidents, during incidents, can change your path, can change your journey, can change your experience of life. Let's get it. So as we stumble, as we trip, and as we fall through life, we're going to find ourselves in so many different situations, both negative and positive. Now, although these situations and these moments arise, we all have one thing in common. One thing about us as humans that determines whether we succeed, be it in relationships, mental health, physical health, spirituality, or business. This one thing is how we perceive what has just happened to us and what questions we ask following it. Now, have you ever heard someone say, "Why does this stuff always happen to me?" I know you have. I have too. We all have. We all have that one person in our life who constantly finds themselves in these situations, right? In your experience, do these sorts of people ever change how frequently they find themselves in those situations? Generally not. The reason is because they're asking the wrong questions. As the director of the movie of their own life, they've resigned themselves to playing the victim rather than the hero. Now let me explain. Now why I say victim is because they haven't accepted responsibility for their role in the events that have occurred, rather laying blame on something external, and by doing so, relinquishing any power that they have to actually change it. And now by relinquishing that power to change what it is they're struggling with, mentally, physically, or spiritually, what it is that they're going through right now, they've adopted a victim mentality and begin to play the victim role, as if they both had and have no influence over the outcome. In essence, this leaves no opportunity at all to learn and grow, which means they either stay as they are or they get worse. The hero, on the other hand, asks his or her questions differently. They first accept responsibility for the part they played in manifesting their situation. Then they ask, how can I minimize the risk of this occurring again? Now, although they understand the severity of what's just happened, they're immediately looking for solutions rather than excuses, no matter how challenging. By adopting this solution mindset, they allow themselves to work through what it is that went wrong, how they contributed, and how they can approach the next situation differently in the hopes of a better result. Now, the same idea applies to mental health, because our questions literally determine the direction we head in mentally. Now, no matter how we feel or what we've been through, there's been a point in all of our lives and all of our journeys where we've had to stop and ask ourselves a question. That point where we either become the hero or become the victim. Now, this is either why me, or it's what can I do to stop feeling like this? One implies that it's out of our hands, like God or the universe is playing some sort of cruel trick on us, while the other implies that yes, we're aware of the pain, we're aware of the struggle, but that we're also ready and willing to take the steps necessary to fix it. So with this in mind, next time you're seemingly down and out, staring adversity or its residue in the face, take the time to stop and ask yourself, do I want to attack the rest of my life as the hero? Or do I want to survive the rest of my life as the victim? The life you want and deserve is and will forever be within your grasp. All it takes is the ability to ask ourselves the right questions, to ask ourselves the hero questions. Just remember, to wrap this up, that you are the director of the movie of your life. You decide every day what role you play, hero or victim, by the questions you ask and the decisions you make. So please, next time, choose courage over comfort and ask the hero question. Ciao.